Hello and welcome to Warcraft Daily for today, the 13th of November 2013. So, in today's news we have the new Recruit a Friend rewards which are active, some Season 14 stuff, character transfers, and then finally some talk about Mythic, and I suppose Blizzard's reasons for why it's not going to completely bollocks up the top end raiding scene. Anyway, first of all, Recruit a Friend. So as we know in patch 5.4.1, they added quite a few different things to the Recruit a Friend system. It was essentially just a revamp bringing it into the in-game UI. But I suppose what's interesting to a lot of people is you can now access a lot of the older mounts. So you can get your Swift Zephyr, your X-53 Turing Rocket, your Heart of the Nightwing, or your Emerald Hippogriff. They also released a few pets. These pets were previously only in Asia, and they are the Golden Pig, Jade Tiger, Zhipao Tiger, and Silver Pig. So overall, pretty cool. Now, they've changed the system a little bit. Instead, it's an in-game UI, and you just send the thing to your friend's email, the usual sort of deal. And from what I can gather, at least, you get a token, and this token can be spent in the UI to buy any one of these things. I'm not too sure if you can buy just the mount or just the pet or one of each, but I think personally one of each is a little bit more fair. So yeah, overall it's quite cool. They're nice mounts. One little thing which I found to be quite cool, which I didn't know beforehand, is that you can still gain the Recruit a Friend benefits if you send someone the recruit email. Who already has, they already have a WoW account, but their WoW account was made within the last 30 days. If you recruit them, then you'll still get all the benefits, including when they buy the game, I think you get a free month, and then when they buy 2 months, then you get your new pet or mount. Overall, quite cool, and the Recruit a Friend system is probably a good way to get more people into the game. I think Recruit a Friend, in combination with the level 90 boost, could be extremely good in terms of getting people through the gate and into the game. However, I'd be worried that it would maybe throw too much complexity at new players by giving them crap tons of, buttons and things. One of the things in Warlords of Draenor is with the level 90 boost. The cool thing about it is that it puts you into a sort of Death Knight-like starter zone where you unlock you unlock abilities as you do quests. So I suppose that's good, but it's probably only good for people who actually have a bit of experience with the game, so perhaps it won't, perhaps that in combination with the Recruit a Friend will mean we get a lot of high-level characters that have no idea what they're doing. But, oh well. Hopefully in this new level 90 zone they teach people the basics of tanking, healing, and DPS. I think that would be really good because it would mean at least the new people who come in have a little bit of an idea what they're doing. Now, next, let's talk about Season 14. So, this is not the biggest bit of news, but the Season 14 gear for honor points to players who have obtained 2000 rating and earned the Grievous Conquest achievement have been, the vendors are there, so that's quite good, I suppose. I guess these vendors were taken away for some reason. They did have a lot of problems with people. I think it was artificially inflating their rating by some sort of win trade loophole. Basically, this PvP season has been just full cram-packed of various strange things. There was a rated Battlegrounds issue, there was an issue with the Conquest cap, various things like that. Kind of sucks for the PvP people, actually. And on that topic, if you are a PvP person, let me know if this has affected you in any way or that sort of thing, because it seems a little bit weird having Blizzard kind of jangling up your game all the time. I'd imagine I'd be pretty pissed off if they started removing token vendors from raids or something. So yeah, anyway, next thing on the news is character transfers and some Connected Realms stuff. This is just basically general server populations and how Blizzard are fixing them. So first of all, the free character transfer didn't work in the past because it would only give you a free transfer to a low population realm, and who the hell wants to move on to a dead realm? I suppose in theory it made sense, high pop realms with queues and stuff, well, you can go to this low population realm, but then I think people caught on to the fact that the gameplay experience in a low population realm is shit, and while it might take you half an hour or an hour to get into your queued up realm, at least you'll get a good game, and you'll have a bit more of a server. As opposed to some of the low population realms where everyone knows each other by name, and that's not a good thing because it means there's probably about 50 damn people on the realm. Okay, 50's maybe a little bit low, but you know what I mean. Anyway, they also said that they have changed the free character transfer thingy so that it now will take you to a medium realm, so you can go from a high to a medium. That's quite nice. I think that's fair enough. I play in a medium realm personally. I wish it was a high. But at the end of the day, if more people were coming to this realm, I'd be very happy. All good. Now, other things. The Connected Realms feature is going to essentially give every realm an ideal population. In the future, though. So, yeah, basically they're going to keep on adding things, and eventually we will have servers that have got, I'd say maybe 5, 6, 7 constituent servers, because there's some places that just have so low population that you literally need to add, 6 servers together just to get a normal So yeah, that really just speaks to how dead some realms were. Anyway, let's talk about the actual connected realms that are happening. This is for the USA, not exactly sure on the date, but Agrimar and Fizzcrank are being added, Echo Isles and Draenor are being added, Gul'dan and Gul'dan is being added to the Skullcrusher Black Dragonflight server, and Malorn is being added to the Firetree, Riverdare, and Drak'Tharon server. Finally, Scylla or something like that is being added to Ursins. That's all good. Now for the big, I suppose, chat topic of the show, and the reason I left this to the end is because it's for Mythic raiding, and perhaps it doesn't really pertain to everyone. However, I do think that any effects to the raiding scene at the top end will sort of trickle down. Anyway, this is the changes coming with the expansion. This is just really what we're going to talk about is what Blizzard said. So the Mythic change to the 20 players is going to come with an expansion, and historically an expansion release has always been a very volatile time for guild rosters, and a very good time for recruitment. When everyone's gear suddenly equalised, the pool of potential recruits swells dramatically, as opposed to, say, currently Mists of Pandaria, where you're really towards the end of the tier. And it's also a time when a lot of former players, friends, and guildmates return to the game, so this is definitely a fair point. There's a big swell of people, and if you are trying to start a new guild in between expansions or just before a new expansion, it's the best time. Because that's when there's new people are coming in, people are coming back to the game, all that sort of stuff. So if you are a Mythic guild, I suppose a Heroic guild currently, and you want to move into Mythics, and you're a 10-player one, then yeah, fine, you'll be able to get some new people. Also, they said that they're continuing to roll out connected realms, so as more realms are connected, the potential recruitment pool for your realm will grow. That's fair enough, and I suppose if you're on a dead realm, well, you're probably not a Mythic raider anyway. Also, they said that while 10-player guilds who want to do Mythic will have to pick up 10 extra people, the current 25 guilds will have to shed some. Now, really, the current 25-player guild is going to have more than 25 raiders. The main raid team is going to be I suppose made up of more people to count for when people can't come, that sort of thing. So really, 25-player guilds are probably going to shed a decent amount of people, which just adds to the pool of people that 10-player Mythic guilds can recruit from. And also they said that the flexible scaling for Heroic, which is Mists of Pandaria's normal difficulty, will allow for many guilds to ease into the 20-player raid size. And finally, this isn't what Blizzard said, but just my opinion, is that this whole sort of raiding system change thing will get more people into raiding. And the reason for that is, so let's just say you're starting off and you are doing LFR, and your guild does run normals, your guild runs normals, which are essentially the equivalent of flexible. This is really confusing, just the way they've renamed the tiers. But anyway, so your guild's running normals, and it's normal, and it's got the flexible raid size, so if you're just an LFR person, you can jump into normals. And then once your guild runs enough normals, they think, well, hey, we can do Heroics, and since Heroics is still, in Warlords of Draenor, it's going to be a flexible raid size, then you can jump into Heroics. And really from that point, you're just getting more people into raiding, there's going to be more people who are interested in stepping up to Mythic. So overall, I think this is going to be a little bit of a kick in the teeth initially, but I think that I'd say by the sort of next raid tier, the second raid tier of Warlords of Draenor, that most of these roster issues will be sorted out. Still, it is a little bit unfortunate that they had to do this with a heavy hand, but I guess what other way can they do it? At least people have got a full 6 months until the expansion comes out, and in that time they'll be able to, chat to people, get ready, get recruiting, and have some sort of strategy implemented for whenever this expansion drops. But anyway, that's it for today's Warcraft Daily. Unfortunately, not the sort of giant amount of news. It's always like this coming off of BlizzCon, but I'm sure that soon enough we'll be finding out what's happening in World of Warcraft. They can't just go all dark on us for 6 months, and often they don't. There's usually some sort of thing that's coming out. Perhaps patch 5.5 won't come out, but maybe they will add in something in-game. You never know. They didn't say that there was going to be nothing, they just said that their previously planned patch 5.5 is not going to be a thing. There's still going to be the world event, and also it wouldn't surprise me if the systems patch for Warlords of Draenor was actually going to come maybe even 2 months before the expansion to give people time to get ready and prepare for the changes. Perhaps that could happen, perhaps not, who the hell knows. But what I do know is that it's now time to end the show, so if you have any comments or responses, please leave them in the descriptions. Watch out, by the way, because Google+, if you see any links in the comments, don't click on them. It's probably going to lead you to either a virus or a dick, one of the two. That's just how it goes, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.